Hi, this is Mayor John Peyton, and I appreciate the opportunity to share some of my thoughts for how I intend to use the last 18 months in office to really help Jacksonville prepare for a post-recession recovery. One of the areas that I'll be focusing intensely on is how we can grow more jobs and better jobs in Duval County. I think the most successful way to pursue this is to really play to our strengths, and we have a lot of strengths in our economy, but we could grow them to be even bigger and stronger. One area where I think we should spend a lot of time focusing is the health sciences field. Believe it or not, 1 out of 6 employees in Jacksonville actually work in this field today. And with the presence of Mayo Clinic, University of Florida Shands presence here, where every person in medical school practically rotates through our community, the proton beam, strong regional network of hospitals, Nemours Children's Clinic, we have a critical mass of activity that I think could lend itself to Jacksonville becoming a major health science destination in our country. We should play to that strength. We should exploit these assets and continue to find ways to grow the University of Florida medical presence along with the other fine institutions here to make Jacksonville that place where people think about when they're looking to feel better or live longer. Another area I think we should focus where we have natural strengths is Cecil Commerce Center. This is a phenomenal amenity the city actually owns. We have a huge runway, a lot of hangar space, and close to 10,000 acres of land to develop for industrial use. With the emergence of the port becoming possibly the 3rd largest port on the east coast of the United States in the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to need space for distribution. So when you look at the land available for distribution on I-10, combined with the great facilities for aerospace technologies, we have I think the next major job haven in this part of the state for bringing the kind of jobs we think will raise per capita income in Duval County. We should continue to focus on that. I'm convinced our success at Cecil will be married to our ability to find a partner. The city of Jacksonville, I don't think, should be the master developer of this land. We should embrace someone who has the experience, expertise, and capital dollars to make this project work. It's going to take a lot of resources that we don't have to make the improvements these sites need and put the roads in that these sites require. But also there are relationships in the industry that are important, and the ability to stick to a long-term master plan, which City Hall has a hard time with politics as usual. But having a third party involved I think would be important. So you'll be hearing me introduce to City Council a proposal that basically allows us to tap private sector enterprise for the purposes of developing this park long term. Another area I think we should continue to focus and celebrate is our military presence. Our military community brings about $12 billion a year of economic impact to Jacksonville. And believe it or not, when the carrier is home ported here, we will have more people here in Jacksonville with the United States Navy than we had when Cecil was at its peak. This is the closest thing we have to a recession-proof business in our county, and we should do all we can to continue to be the most military-friendly city in America. I am proud of the relationships we've built with our military leaders. I'm proud of the fact that the men and women who serve this community and their families are great neighbors, but we're particularly pleased with the economic impact. So we should do all we can to continue our military growth, and the Navy has certainly indicated by the fact that we're the #1 requested duty station in the United States of America that this is a good place for them to do business. I will predict that Mayport will be somewhat unrecognizable 15 years from now. I think Mayport will continue to grow as we see instability in the Caribbean Basin and a need to diversify the fleet on the East Coast. And I think you're going to see Jacksonville continuing to prove itself as the most friendly place for families to live that are serving this country. So that is another area. So health science, Cecil Commerce Center, distribution and aerospace, and of course Jacksonville's military presence.